Most of our minds for the best part of a week ended at about half an hour ago when Kenny Dalglish was wheeled into a packed press conference here at St James's. How do you replace the irreplaceable? Well, he did it once before at Liverpool when Keegan left as a player. They've done it again now, wheeled him in as a replacement to Keegan, the manager. As I say, it all happened at about 6:05.
This was the moment there was no doubt whatsoever. A friendly push from Terry McDermott and old and new were joking together. There was no attempt at all to hide the fact that everything had been arranged in a hurry.
It's probably not what we anticipated, but it's happened and that's life, and the club has to move forward. But at this point, I would like to place on record my own and the board's sincere thanks to Kevin Keegan for the 5 wonderful years he gave us.
Well, Kevin Keegan's bizarre departure made this announcement all the more theatrical. He was repeatedly thanked before the new man was introduced.
And I'm delighted basically to welcome Kenny Dalglish. Here we are.
Very pleasure.
And I said another Scotsman. I said in the nicest sense.
He can laugh now. It's another sign, perhaps, that Sir John has been in a whirlwind for the last few days. Now it's up to Kenny Dalglish.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it's a huge club. I'm also very fortunate that I'm taking over from someone who did a superb job in his 5 years here, which was Kevin. He set tremendous foundations, and there's not too many jobs that come along as good as this one. And as I say, there was no rush for me to get back. When the temptation of a job comes along of the stature of this, then it's very difficult to refuse.
When did you actually decide that you were joining Newcastle?
When did I decide?
Yeah.
Well, Newcastle decided today.
Evidence of the reported sense of humour, and there was also evidence of Mr Dalglish lowering expectations.
If I'm doing a job, I try to do it to the best of my ability, but that remains to be seen whether it's going to be good enough. But the effort will be there, and I just hope the luck will be there as well. And if there is a little bit of success, there'll be nobody happier than myself.
He was a bit old, really. I think Dalglish is the right man. Excellent.
Absolutely brilliant. I'm really, really pleased. You just want to do the job. He's going to win the championship for Newcastle, definitely.
He's a good disciplinarian, and Newcastle have got good players, but I think they're getting a bit complacent. They're getting paid a lot of money, and they need a man to come in there and tell them, look, if you don't give 100% for this club, you're out on your backside. We want good players, but also committed players.
Dalglish is welcomed by United's most loyal fan. Stevie Charlton has never missed a game in 40 years.
Well, I think it's great.
But Dalglish does not have universal support.
Shocking, I don't want him.
Why not?
Because he already walks out in 2 clubs, doesn't he? And don't walk out on us.
Well, I was hoping Robson would take it, you know, with him being a Geordie. Because he's left Blackburn, he left Liverpool.
Dalglish found plenty to smile about on the pitch. Whatever he touched seemed to turn to goals. 30 and 102 outings for his country. Joining Celtic in 1970, he helped them win 10 titles before moving to Liverpool in 1977. Brought in to replace the seemingly irreplaceable Kevin Keegan as he went to Hamburg. The £440,000 the Reds paid for him was surely a bargain. What they got was 118 goals and help in winning 14 European and domestic titles. As one banner on the Kop in the 70s said, and as it must have seemed to the Anfield faithful, Kenny's from heaven. 1985 saw him as manager of Liverpool, a reign that lasted until February 1991 before the stress of the job made him leave. But in October of that year he was backed by hard cash from Blackburn's millionaire benefactor Jack Walker. He took the Lancashire club to the Premier League title in 1995. Since leaving the club last September, he's had a limited scouting role at Rangers, but the enticement of being the first ever manager to win the English title with 3 different clubs seems to have proved irresistible.
Well, there's no doubting Kenny Dalglish's pedigree as a player and as a manager, one of the most successful, as we've said, in English football. A few moments ago, we spoke to Kenny again after the formal press conference was over. Kenny, how excited are you about the prospect of taking over this club?
I'm really looking forward to it. I've got 1 or 2 butterflies in my stomach, which is a good sign. So, as I say, I just hope that I can carry on the good work that Kevin started.
Was this one of the few clubs this precise moment you'd have come back into football for?
It's one of the few clubs it's very difficult to say no to when they're asked, and as I say, it was the people like David Murray at Carnegie and Rangers chairman and Walter Smith, who I was set up to do a little bit of work for. They're really decent people, and it was difficult getting into the job that they'd offered, and they're spending much time there before this came up, but they were full of good wishes for the future, and I think they appreciated the decision, and as you said, it's one of the few that maybe it would have attracted me back.
Normally when you take over a club, it's because of different circumstances to this, and they're not in very...
And tonight he received a fantastic reception from the fans. The King is dead, long live the King.